girls, how are you?
Hi.
Do you hear me well?
Yes, all good.
Amazing. I am in Denver and already and I have like the worst connection ever. I am so sorry about that.
All good, no worries.
How was your trip?
Good, good. It's very it's snowing here, so it's
In
very
Denver?
cold. Yeah, there's snow everywhere. So if
Oh,
any of you is coming, bring a lot of coats.
nice. So let's start. Um, Sorry for the delay. It's more about logistic stuff with the live, but the live, but yeah, we will do without the live stream inside. But super happy to welcome Emily, Sophia, and Sandra there, especially for this live because it's something super important for you. We're gonna talk about open source contribution, and then yeah, we're gonna make a round about it. And so basically, first of all, I think it's super nice if we can heard about um, every speakers. What is push you inside the open source ecosystem, who you started through this one. Yeah, just having a bit of insights about it. So let's go. Emily, probably if you want to start.
Yeah, sure. So, hi everyone. I'm Emily. I am a part of the OnlyDust team, and I did not know anything about Web3 before. So I I came more of a Web2 space, and now I'm working at OnlyDust to help build the community. So yeah, it's nice to meet you all.
Thank you for your introduction, Emily. So it's like she's like the people in charge of a bit of everything inside the community. Yes, so you're gonna see her face a lot during the upcoming months. So yeah, Sophia, if you want to go next.
Sure, absolutely. My name is Sophia, and I was actually working in the Web3 space before I joined OnlyDust. I have been a tech recruiter for 6 years, and 3 of them I spent in Web3. And essentially, I started sourcing through open source contributions to find the best candidates for the projects that I was hiring for. And that's how I got into open source. And I also started caring about it a lot. And I realized how much of a power it has, those contributions and those connections that you make through contributions. And the second part of me is that I'm always interested in helping people achieve their professional goals. So on the side, besides of being a recruiter and hiring for the companies, I also did a couple of workshops and webinars for people on how to find a job in Web3, in tech. And that essentially brought me into my new role at OnlyDust, where I'm leading a dev care program. And it's combining both of my passions. So care about open source and also helping out people with achieving what they want to achieve, essentially. But I'll talk a little bit more about dev care program later in the presentation.
Nice intro, thank you.
I guess now it's my turn to introduce myself. Yeah, well, I'm Sandra. I have been in the Web3 space for almost 4 to 5 years now. I started, well, before being in Web3, I was part of a learning and development team in HR, very different from what I do right now. But yeah, I have been working on Web3 for almost 4 years, 5 years now, and I have been contributing to some ecosystems like Starnet and Arbitrum in these years. And yeah, I'm really happy to start working or start contributing on to open source projects from last year, thanks to another Basecamp that was hosted by by Solen. So yeah, I have been uh, growing a lot thanks to these contributions. So it's great for me to start sharing my experience here. Right now, I'm working at a DeFi protocol, and these open source contributions are helping me to go ahead and get now a job as developer or as dev rel. That is one of my goals. And yeah, that's my journey so far, and I will be deeping on that later.
Awesome journey. Thanks for sharing that. So yeah, we're gonna start more about what is OnlyDust first, because we are talking about OnlyDust, but what's this? Concretely, we want to learn more about it. So actually, people inside the meeting are more entry level, so it's a good way to start. So yes, let's learn more about it from Emily.
Hi, maybe I should share my screen now, if I can share that, because I think that that'll make it easier. You guys can see it, right? You girls and girls, guys, gals can see it.
Perfect.
Great. Okay. So OnlyDust is basically it's a platform that connects developers with open source projects, principally in the blockchain space. I say principally because currently we have 90% of the projects, if not more, are in Web3, but we do have open source projects that are in Web2. So that's basically the whole overview, I would say, in a sentence, right? Of what OnlyDust is. But I think it could be interesting as well if Sophia and Sandra, if you can also share how you feel, maybe like you want to include as well, from your perspective, how you feel like the platform, um, what OnlyDust is, as well to you from your perspective.
I think for me, it's a platform that helps contributors to work in open source effectively and smoothly. Because there is a problem of open source is that contributing is hard. You have to spend so much time and energy and on the research first, and then you have to go through all the documentation. Maintainers are not always active, and there's so many problems that come with it. And basically, our platform simplifies it all, and the communication and the connection with the maintainers goes in the smoothest way possible. Like I've never seen anything like this before. So yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, I do feel that like OnlyDust, yeah, I mean, essentially it is a platform that connects, right? That connects contributors to those open source projects, but there's a feeling of community around this. The fact that maintainers are here to support the contributors, there's easy communication between one another. It's yeah, it's really like a sort of like ecosystem where there's many, obviously different ecosystems and projects, but where you can easily start your first contributions. And yeah, and would love to hear it as well from Sandra, how you feel as well as, a dev on the dev side of things, and that you've been, in Web3 for quite some time. How do you see the OnlyDust platform?
Yeah, I totally agree with both of you because, to be honest, I had been learning development and Web3 development for 3 years now. And then my experience was, okay, you have a job on Web3, or you can keep improving your skills by creating some projects for hackathons. And also there is a open source space that you can go ahead and contribute. But the thing is that for me, the open source space was like very cloudy. Like I didn't know how to start. Where can I find these projects? Should I go and look in the repos of this big ecosystem and try to find some issue where I can help? And sometimes it feels like, okay, you go ahead and write a comment on, I can help with this issue, but never you never get an answer probably. So yeah, that was like the view I have of open source projects before OnlyDust. So when I learned about OnlyDust in November and I saw that it was like so easy, I was like, oh my God, yeah, this is what I needed to know and to start contributing to open source projects. And that's how I got to OnlyDust. And yeah, that's why I'm totally agree with you both because it makes the experience of contributing to open source projects really, really smoothly. So now I don't have to go into GitHub and try to find a repo where I can help and try to find if they have any issue, and also try to get information about their maintainers to get in contact with them, because I have everything of this using one platform. So that's amazing.
Yes, agreed. And we made it things even much easier, as you can see, because this is like the new interface, right? I'm sorry, Solen, did you want to say something before? Because
Yeah,
I'll deep dive into that.
sure. I wanted to highlight that inside the community, so Dev Packs, first they started with a Basecamp, a discovery Basecamp, and then right now they deep dive into open source. So it's like a first stage for them. We really want to start by this way, because we think like you can find easily Web2 issues, and then start transitioning by being interested by different projects. So by this way, it's just a good way to start, and then after that you can become as well hacker and so on. But we wanted to highlight that the open source contribution is really part of this program.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. And so, yeah, with this new interface, we think that it's much easier for you as a new contributor. When you first come in, everything is synchronized between your GitHub account and the platform, which just makes things even much, I think, more fluid. So now, for those that didn't know OnlyDust before, this is the new interface where you can actually like we created this panel to make things a bit more intuitive, where you can, first come in and see projects that have good first issues available. You can browse through different categories. And over here, just like Sandra was mentioning, that sometimes when you go into a repo on GitHub, you don't know whether the maintainer is active. You don't know, whether there is any activity that is necessarily going on on the GitHub, on the project itself. Here we try to show all of that you can see projects according to those that are trending on the platform, those that are most collaborative, and over here, those that actually have recent activity. And if you go over here, we have a whole selection of projects. And currently, we have an open source week, which I'll talk to you more about later on, because I think that that's actually a good way to get onboarded. But something that could interest you, what Sandra was saying, is the fact that in each project, you now have an overview about the project description. It's open, the open issues that they have. So all of the issues that are from GitHub, so good first issues and available issues, are all part of the project page now. You even have recommendation of similar projects to the project that are of interest. And over here, you can actually get in contact with the maintainer. So this is something that Sandra was saying that sometimes was very difficult on projects to know who can I contact. Well, we have all of those informations to make it much more easy for contributors to get in touch. And we use a lot of Telegram as well. We have a community there, and Sophia's going to talk about the DevCare program as well that she's launching, where yeah, we really communicate on Telegram, and we have a strong community over there, which just helps make connections much more easy, especially because, as we said, open sources, it's huge. You can get lost in it, feel lonely. So we try to make the most of it. And just because I don't want to bore you all, but just another thing that could be interesting for newcomers is that over here in the recommendations, if you don't know what project you'd like to go, or what should you tackle, etc., here you can actually use, for example, our OD bot, where you can start a conversation and you can say, for example, the skills that you have, the interests, different category of interest, like whether it's tooling, gaming, infrastructure, etc. and then the Odyssey bot will give you project recommendations fit to you with issues that you can try and apply on.
That's really a good thing. I didn't know about it.
No, it's new. So it's a good thing that I'm not mentioning it now. And sorry, just before for to apply to issues, easy as well. Everything on the platform. You just go into an issue that's available, read through it, read through the guidelines, send over here your comment. It's always great to personalize why you'd like to tackle the issue, gives you more chance, and then you send over an application.
And right now you can send just a 10 application.
Yeah, exactly. It's personal. It's a person. You can send a tailored one, and as I mentioned before, because everything's synchronized with GitHub, that comment will be placed on GitHub as well.
Do you have any question for the moment? Like it's super intuitive. I think it will be your best friend soon.
I
We
hope so. Sign up, please. Register.
yes. Nice.
Which languages do you have to know to be able to contribute? I bet you have like a lot of options.
Yeah, there's a lot of options. So it depends on ecosystems. What's good is that you can actually see, like if like over here, if you're not, if you're new to Web3 space, we have a page over here where you can explore the different ecosystems, what projects are in those ecosystems, and what language skills are normally recommended for particular ecosystems. Because of course, for instance, like ecosystems like StarkNet, it would be worthwhile to learn their language, which is Cairo. But that's not necessarily the same for all, right? For all different blockchain ecosystems. What is typically asked for is front-end developers, back-end developers. For sure, those that, do smart contracts, it depends on the ecosystem if they have a specific language for that. But Rust, for example, Rust skills they really like that. A lot of projects like them. And even when you browse, when you go through these projects, you can actually see per project what type of skills, what kind of skills are needed. You can even, let's see if I can filter. Yeah. I'm sorry. I hope this works because if not, it does not prove my point. Over here in the filters, in the languages, you can search. So you have quite a bit of skills. But yeah, normally front end, back end, front end skills are a lot.
We have a lot of front-end dev here.
Yeah, a lot of. Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. And I know that like Rust is definitely something that projects do look for. So if you are interested in learning Rust, go for it.
Actually, we are starting with Solidity because we are
Oh,
on the
that's good.
Ethereum.
Well, yeah, those projects. Yeah, there's projects too.
Yeah. Nice. So you have a question on the chat?
I can't see the chat. Wait 1 second because I'm sharing the screen. Okay.
No worries.
I can read you the question if you want.
Yes, please read.
Yeah, question. Is the application still same as asking for reassignment from a list of issues that are open for a project, or is there another approach for application?
Sorry, I didn't understand that. Is
Yeah,
the
I didn't understand too.
Okay, yeah, you can explain how the application works because I think that she or he, I don't know, is asking if you have a list of issues that are open of the project and you have to ask for assignment from that list, or if is there another approach of for application?
Okay, so you mean like for example, if we go into a project, in projects, you will be able to see the open issues that are available. And this is all open issues across the GitHub repos that are connected to the platform. Is that the question? And then all you need to do is apply, send in your application, and what's going to happen is if the maintainer accepts the application, when they assign it to you, you can start working on it. So you will get notification when an issue is assigned. And on the maintainer side, they receive the applications, whether from GitHub or from the users that are signed up on the platform. I don't know if that was did that answer the question? I can't see you guys anymore. Where are you?
Uh, we don't have any comments so far. But I think that one thing that is important to mention is that each issue, well, there you can see the guideline for that issue. So, yeah, Mo said that it answered. Sorry, Mo, for no
Oh,
knowing if
it
you are
was good.
here.
The answer was okay? Yes, it answered it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I don't know which part answered it, but I'm happy.
So yeah, basically, it's a good way to start on different ecosystem. So we didn't deeply go into the different ecosystem actually, but we're gonna do it. So that's gonna probably help you to know on which one you want to contribute and so on. And yeah, probably you can talk about the new system that you have introduced. Yes, with the OD, not the ex OD weeks, OD build, right?
Which
Yes, OD build.
So yes, so yeah, I'm gonna introduce that. About like this is one of the ways that is really good at onboarding new contributors that want to explore different ecosystems, different projects. It's an open source week that happens every month, and I'm laughing because we keep on changing its name, and and so now I know that I need to find one name for it. But basically, this week, which you can sign up right now because we actually have 477 issues still available. It's a great way. Let me go back to my screen. For you, when you join, you can browse through all of the projects that are participating during this open source week. Um, and apply to get assigned to an issue. So it's basically what OnlyDust, what the whole activity of OnlyDust does, but in a condensed 10-day week where you'll be able to really be in contact with the community. You're in contact with other contributors, with the maintainers. You can get immediate feedback for your, contributions, and build your profile, build your skills and experiences in that way. And for projects that are eligible to retroactive grants, so that principally is Stellar and Starknet, because those are our biggest ecosystems. Depending on the quality of your PR, of your contribution, you may get rewarded. So it's also a nice bonus. And so yeah, so that's basically the idea of the open source week, and it started yesterday, but there is still time to register and to have a look, and all of the information is in the Telegram group, in the main Telegram group. And yeah, and we always like post when there's new things going on with the projects, and you also are able to have all of the community groups of the different projects where you can join, introduce yourself, and get in touch with the contributors and maintainers. So you're not alone in all this if you want to join.
Uh, could you see the public page related to the profile?
Yes, you mean like so let's say
Just
that
for the reputation side.
so
Yeah.
yeah, you're right about that. What I can show you is when I mean like how you can develop, your skills is the fact that, let's see over here, for instance, this is a public profile of the user. So your own profile when you're a contributor, where as mentioned, there are things that are synchronized with GitHub. So you are able to, for example, reached out to the person that listed, their means of contact. You can see the person's language skills, what ecosystem they normally contribute to, overview over here, and all of their activity. So it's just like a great, nice portfolio of what you're currently building.
Yeah, super powerful. I remember last year or 2 years ago, you organized like at least you fast tracked a few profiles, for example, for the Ethereum Protocol Fellowship program and so on. So that was basically super helpful if you want to enter this kind of program. Yeah.
Yeah, and that Sophia can talk about as well, the DevCare program that is helping. Like the idea is that we help you as a contributor go through the whole process. Start contributing, start being visible, develop your skills. Maybe why not if you want to build your own projects, where we'd be happy to help you launch that, and then later on maybe go into internships. Yeah, Sophia can talk all about that.
Thank you for this great introduction about OnlyDust and how does it work. It's super powerful as tool. Um, and yeah, we're gonna work with that during the next month. So yeah, thank you, and probably we will do a lot of mini community call like this one to talk about it and the different launch the next OD build. Oh, Grégoire.
Yes, the CEO decided to come in to say hi.
Nice. Introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself, Grégoire, please.
Oh yeah, sorry. No, just saying hi. It's Greg, the CEO of OnlyDust, to show you for me it's the morning, so 9 a.m. So I just wanted to say hi because I have seen this call in the agenda of Emily and Sophia. So just give you a lot of energy and saying hi, and I will leave.
So, thanks a lot for coming. It's so nice to see you. And
Have a
enjoy
great
San Francisco.
Thank
Tschüss.
you.
Yes. So it's the turn of Sophia right now. So she gonna introduce them basically the dev camp program that is something super new. So feel free. You
Yep. I'm going to share my screen. By the way, who didn't understand what just happened, Greg is the founder of OnlyDust. So he just said hello to all of us and yeah, shared some energy, as he said. I've shared my
welcome.
presentation now. Can you see it on the screen? Cool.
Perfect.
Great. So yeah, as I said, I'm program lead of Developer Care Program, and together we are going to build the future of open source. So it's gonna be very short, just about the mission and goals and what's ahead. And the mission of our team and of our program is to essentially give developers all the support, guidance, and mentorship on OnlyDust and beyond. And I'll go a little bit further into the details here, what it means on and beyond. So basically on, it means that we will provide all the support needed to succeed in open source and at OnlyDust. So if you're new to open source development, if you're new to Web3, that's absolutely fine. We can help you with all the articles, with all the resources. We're also going to do the workshops. I'll talk about this a little bit later. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of things that you can expect from us. And those resources, everything that we can share with you, all the questions that we can answer for you, they're going to be, we are using a format of working groups essentially. And in those working groups, you can collaborate and communicate and connect with contributors, with maintainers, and with us, with DevCare team. And we are able to help you with anything basically. And I was thinking about actually organizing a Women in OnlyDust working group because I feel we are getting more and more traction from women in Web3 space. And I find it amazing. And I would love to work on that initiative as well. And then, yeah, regarding the support, as I said, we are offering not just resources that are already available on our website, on our blog, on Notion pages that we've created for our contributors. We also will be offering the workshops for you to help you grow professionally within the space. And we kind of like separated our contributors into three different categories. It's going to be still a contributor, and then a professional, and the builder. So contributor is essentially a person who is starting with OnlyDust, and essentially those people would need a lot of help from our side. All the hackathons, events, as I said, resources, offline and online, everything is going to be shared with you in order for you to become active contributor on OnlyDust and to build your portfolio. But then essentially the question arises, okay, what is next for me? I'm already a diamond contributor on OnlyDust. I'm in the top 150. I know, for example, I'm building in StartNet ecosystem and I really like it. And I want to see what are the next steps for me. And that's where, again, our team is can help you and is taking over because then you might be going into the path of professional or a builder. So professional, essentially, when you're not interested or there's another reason why you don't want to build a product, then you would like to start a job, for example, or internship elsewhere. We can help you with that part. So, for example, I do the CV reviews for our contributors. I also help them with whenever there is an opportunity in the ecosystem, we do kind of like matchmaking system with the most active ecosystems. We also, I know that StarkNet has invited a community member to build a job board where you can see all the jobs that are going to be available throughout the ecosystem. So there is a lot of initiatives that we are working on at the moment. And basically, whenever you are interested in this path, you will receive all the resources that we have at the moment. And then the third path is when you are a builder. So you want to become an owner of your own product and you want to create your own company. There, what we can do is that we can help you with the ideation process. And essentially, it's Greg who can help you with that because he has been an entrepreneur of multiple companies. And he can help you with coming up if that is actually a valuable business, if it's actually a valid idea to build. And then when you are ready with this idea, I can, and my team as well, we can help you with understanding how do you succeed in the ecosystem? How do you, for example, get support, financial and non-financial, from the ecosystem that you want to build on? If it's about financial support, we help you with grant application process, going together with all those, through all those terms like KPIs, roadmap, milestones, etc. It's I know it's really hard to become, especially when you are a builder for the first time. But we are here to hold your hand and to help you with whatever you're interested in starting in the ecosystem. And essentially, I wanted to go into what's ahead for OnlyDust and for the DevCare program. So on the 27th of February, I'm planning to do a workshop on how to find a job in Web3 using open source contributions. So if you're interested, you can join OnlyDust, and then you should join the working group that I was talking about, because all the announcements are happening through the working groups. Then March, because of the 8th of March, International Women's Day, I would love to have the whole month that is going to be just about women and celebrating and empowering women in Web3. So we are planning to do some content with our most active contributors on OnlyDust. Also, our active ecosystems, as Emily mentioned, are StartNet and Stellar, and a lot of women are working there as well. So I'm planning to do some interviews with them too. So yeah, the whole March is going to be Women's Month, and I'm really welcoming you to follow the content, get inspired, and build something cool with the help of OnlyDust. And then essentially we are planning a couple of in real life events. For example, I'm moving to the Netherlands right now, and there's going to be a conference called IFDAM in May that I'm going to be participating. Maybe we will also come up with an on-site meetup there as well. Sorry?
We will be there.
Nice, great. Yeah, I'm so excited to see all my friends and do something meaningful for the basically Dutch tech scene and Dutch Web3 scene. So yeah, and we are basically, this summer is going to be on chain, but also a little bit offline because we will do some real life events too. So yeah, that's about DevCare. I tried to be as short as possible, but maybe also another thing that I wanted to share. This is how the working group looks like. So basically, you can see that I'm posting a lot of things here. A lot of the Starknet builders. Starknet Hacker House. So as soon as we hear about the events, we immediately post them in the working groups. How can I help with, as I said, with building the product, for example, some external opportunities that we are not affiliated with, but we would love to share this with the group because we don't know who can get value out of it. We also have, I'm just going to scroll a little bit here, but we have a little bit of meme games here, some GIF games, also all the information about OD build. We have some more initiatives going on OD platform, and we all posted here. So yeah, here is started. So yes, it's really nice because people are really cool. The community is really nice, and if there's going to be a demand, as I said, I would love to create women in OnlyDust groups so that we have more kind of like intimate and yeah, just group for us basically. Yeah, we have right now we have 9 working groups available, and each of them has between 40 and 50 members. So we are already crossing the number of 500 users being in our DevCare program, and we are just getting started. So all the initiatives are essentially planning, like the big initiatives are going to happen after March or during March and after. And yeah, we are excited to see where this program will bring our contributors.
Yes, it's such a beautiful initiative to move forward inside the ecosystem for a job as a builder, as an open source contributor is so powerful. And I think we 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 have actually in the DevStreetPack club an open source channel, and so basically we can create like a working group on this related to OnlyDust on this channel for the community. I guess it can be relevant, and just my concern is about we have to figure out to launch people to start contributing actually, so that's mean um as the OD build has already started. I don't know if too much issues are still available for our members actually. So yeah, I have to check with that, and then
Check because there's currently like 400 something issues that are still available.
okay, nice.
That's why you can definitely join now. Because we have
Super.
like over 85 projects, right? So there's definitely a lot of issues. And because we limited the applications to 10 per time, that way it just makes things a bit more fluid and for newcomers to be able to have a better chance as well.
Okay, nice. Um, so all good, I guess. Mm, yeah. Do you have any question on your side regarding OnlyDust, um, whatever?
Just wanted to say out loud that for DevCare program, you need to get registered on OnlyDust, so you have to have a profile with us. And I'm gonna send you, Celine, the form that you can share with Death3Pack members that people can fill in, and then they will get assigned to the working groups. And if we want to, I'll also have to talk about this async with you, but if we want to make a special group for Death3Pack, then we just need to mention somewhere in the comment of the form when you're filling the form that you are belonging to that initiative, and then we can create something separate.
All good, nice. Thank you for that. And just to let you know, so OnlyDust will be at Crescimento. I will be representing them there, and basically you talk about the woman month, and during the Woman Day, we're gonna have a special activation for OnlyDust at Crescimento. Surprise. Yes. Okay, I think if you don't have any question, we're gonna do different kind of call like this, probably just a bit before every Audi build, so open source week, to launch, to make sure everyone will apply, will be able to apply, don't have any issues and so on, and yeah, quite exciting about it. And we can already start to create your profile, like Sophia mentioned, and yeah. um, any question? I don't think so. It was pretty clear, by the way, so all good. Thanks Sandra, Sophia, and Emily, for this session. So Sandra is really active on OnlyDust. So if you have anything um like in the developer side, I guess, like when you are doing an application too, we can reach out her, Emily, and Sophia too. Do you have something to add for the last words?
Thank you. That was
Mostly women's power. Let's go.
Yes, just I'm quite frustrated that the live stream doesn't work. I will check what is the issue actually, but probably I will do a special session, like going through OnlyDust and making a cool video about it, to compensate.
cool.
All
Thank you.
good.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
everyone,
for this space.
and let's start contributing to open source project right now.
Yeah, go. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Take
Just
care, Lorena.
bye.
Bye bye.